Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. A surface low will develop across the central high plains today, advancing eastward. Dry conditions with gusty winds will shift fire weather concerns into the southern high plains today and tomorrow, while precipitation develops northward during the day tomorrow. Closer to home, breezy and dry conditions will continue at least through tomorrow. Now, this is going to change when a Pacific storm arrives on Thursday, and it's going to be here through Sunday. With it, a chance of rain in the lowlands, snow in the higher elevations. Temperatures will also be cooler, between 8 to 10 degrees across the region. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Yesterday, the Tularosa Basin Regional Dispatch Authority reported that there were a large number of complaints concerning the functionality of the administrative and emergency phone lines. It was also reported that 911 was not affected. As a reminder, you only use 911 for emergencies. The administration line is 575-437-2210, and then press 0 for dispatch. A water outage affected the village of Tularosa yesterday.
Just a broken pipe. They fixed it.
Tularosa Mayor Debbie Cooksey speaking with Crazy Radio. Water was restored yesterday afternoon following that repair. The Alamogordo City Commission regular meeting takes place tonight at 6:30 at City Hall. A few things on the agenda include consider and act upon Ordinance 1686 for adoption and final publication to add Article 1108, Section 0810 through 0840 to Chapter 11 Criminal Code concerning peddler and solicitor regulations. An ordinance adding Article 1107 Alcoholic Beverage Regulations to Chapter 11 Criminal Code of the Alamogordo Code of Ordinances. Consider and act upon bid award IFB 2024-01 to AgTech for an estimated amount of $84,600 for the purchase of concrete to be utilized by various departments. Consider and act upon Resolution 2024-19 requesting written approval from the Local Government Division of the Department of Finance and Administration, State of New Mexico, for the revised budget numbers computed as of March 12th. And this one here kind of jumped out at me because this is an issue that we are strongly behind. Mary Martinez White of the Tularosa Basin Downwinders Consortium requests the City of Alamogordo to pass a proclamation or city resolution to support the inclusion of New Mexico in the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. As a libertarian, traditionally I am against these government handouts. However, in this case, the government is already giving money out to people affected by radiation sickness, but they're excluding people right here, and that's wrong. The Treasurer's Office serves as the county banker and is responsible for collecting and depositing monies from property tax collection and from all operations of county departments, such as clerks, DWI, compliance, sheriff fees, and other services the county provides. Otero County has a couple of candidates very well known in the area for this position. First, Carl Melton, a recently defeated city commissioner, and Chief Deputy Treasurer Rachel Black, who has served as the Otero County Chief Deputy Treasurer for the last 8 years. Alamogordo Town News has reached out to both candidates, and we welcome them either on the station or in print with comments. The Alamogordo Recreation Center presents Magic the Gathering. Heather Casebolt told me all about it.
So we're about to enter Session 3, which starts on March 13th. So registration for 3 and 4 will be open until the 12th of March, and then you have to be registered for Session 3 if you want to do Session 4.
For more information, it's 575-439-4142. Keep Tularosa Beautiful is meeting up on Saturday, March 16th. I spoke with Rusty Helton.
We're going to meet at the Tularosa Travel Center and pick up trash around 54 and Radio Road for a couple hours.
You can see the Keep Tularosa Beautiful Facebook page for more details. The Tularosa National Honor Society Pancake Breakfast will be taking place on March 16th. We spoke with Melanie Boussier.
This is National Honor Society's last big fundraiser of the year, and we are hosting our second pancake breakfast of the year. We had a great turnout in October. We'd like to see everybody out again, so we're offering 3 different types of pancakes, plain chocolate chip and blueberry, scrambled eggs, and your choice of sausage or bacon, or if you want a piece of each, go for it, at $10 a plate.
Pickup begins at 7. It wraps up at 9. If you have any questions, call 575-585-8866. Saturday, March 16th is a day of community service and fun as volunteers are called for to have a day of cleaning and painting at the Alameda Park Zoo. Sarah Moody told me what a person's going to need.
They're going to have to make sure they have water, work gloves, clothes that can get dirty, and a good attitude.
That's Saturday, March 16th, 1 to 4. See the Zoo Facebook page for details. The Otero County Cooperative Extension Service presents the Kitchen Creation Diabetes Cooking Classes in the month of April. I spoke with Kelly Knight.
The classes will be every Thursday afternoon in April. We'll start at 4 o'clock. We'll take about 3 hours. It'll go to about 7 o'clock. And the format of the class is learning with a registered dietitian who does a lot of the teaching. And we talk about how to manage diabetes, blood sugar levels through meal planning. We talk about carbohydrate serving sizes. We talk about how to plan food groups for the management of blood sugar levels.
The classes will take place every Thursday evening from 4 until 7 at the Extension office throughout the month of April. Classes are free, but seating is limited. For more information, 575-437-0231 or kitchencreations.nmsu.edu. If you missed the convention this past weekend, Republican Party of Otero County Vice Chair Josh Beasley says not to worry because there's another one coming up, and this one is even closer to home.
In April, there will be a convention here in Otero County that will elect our delegation to go to what we call the Quadrennial Convention in Albuquerque, and that is where we will elect our New Mexico delegation to go to the RNC National Convention to vote on the presidential candidate for New Mexico.
Sign up for the Republican Party of Otero County newsletter by visiting the Republican Party of Otero County Facebook page and website.
This is Lieutenant William Skaggs with Alamogordo Fire Department. With grass fire season fast approaching, we would like to remind the citizens of Alamogordo that open burning is only permitted with the proper authorization from Alamogordo Fire Department. If you would like to conduct any kind of open burning within your property in the city of Alamogordo, you must first receive proper authorization through a burn permit with Alamogordo Fire Department. You can apply for a burn permit at 619 Texas Avenue, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Incarcerated people in the state's custody are a step closer to being able to receive a medication for opioid use disorder. This is the result of a recent settlement in federal court. The settlement will require the state to provide access to the prescription medication to people already taking it before entering prison. Buprenorphine has wide support in the medical community. The WHO lists it as an essential medication. Several studies show that it lowers the risk in overdose deaths for people with opioid use disorder. But it's not currently available through the New Mexico Corrections Department. Attorney Ryan Villa worked with the New Mexico American Civil Liberties Union and Disability Rights New Mexico to challenge that. Villa spoke with KUNM.
We filed this lawsuit to force them to do it and comply with not only federal law, the Americans with Disabilities Act, state law.
Without it, inmates with opioid use disorder are forced to withdraw, which is not only painful but can be harmful and fatal. The state legislature passed a law last year to make this treatment gradually more available to people who are incarcerated. The first required step was for the Human Services Department to create rules for a treatment program. That was due this past December, and they missed that deadline. A pilot program where people who already have a prescription would have access to the drug was slated to follow.
When a prisoner comes to the prison with diabetes, they could give them their insulin. When a prisoner comes to the prison needing heart medication, they can give them their heart medication. There's no reason they can't give them this medication.
The law does not require the NMCD to provide full access to the drug to people with a prescription until the end of 2025. By mid-2026, it mandates that NMCD offer the treatment to anyone who needs it, whether they had a previous prescription or not. NMCD says in a statement that they have worked collaboratively with federal and state departments in order to provide medication for opioid use disorder for several years and will ensure expansion of it before the end of 2025. Back in October, the New Mexico Department of Health released numbers showing that congenital syphilis rates had increased in 2022 by 660% over 5 years.
How do you live to your age and not know about condoms?
Now, a new ad campaign has hit social media, and the department says the renewed health order they put into place has resulted in more tests during pregnancy. Syphilis is the type of infection you may not know you have until you get tested. Most people get a lesion, and that's how it's most easily transmitted. But it's also very difficult to see and catch sometimes, and that's why testing is far more effective. Treatment is as simple as 1 or 3 shots of penicillin or doxycycline. The infection is transmitted from mother to baby in utero. So if the mother has it, the baby is going to get it. Now, the mom can be treated when she's pregnant as long as it happens at least 30 days prior to delivery. And then the chances are that the baby's going to be fine. But if a baby is born with congenital syphilis, treatment for the child is available as well. The Governor's Veterans Advisory Council will host their next quarterly meeting on March 13th.
The 13th over at the State Veterans Home, yes, sir.
Ray Diva speaking with Crazy Radio. And the Veterans Home in Truth or Consequences is located at 992 South Broadway. The meeting will be at 9 a.m. The council is made up of veterans and individuals with expertise in veterans issues.
They set the agenda. They're all appointed by the governor, and they work independently of us. And then whatever it is their findings, they will then present to us to help us do our job better, basically.
Veterans, family members, and the public are invited to attend to provide input. More information is available by calling 505-362-6089. James Slim Whitlock, the mayor of the village of Hatch, passed away this past Saturday at his family business, Jim's Supermarket. Before he passed, Whitlock was serving his second term as trustee for the village of Hatch. Whitlock had also previously served as a member of the Board of Education for Hatch Valley Schools. James Slim Whitlock was 65. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Basketball quarterfinals pick up today as the Tularosa Lady Cats face number 5 Manal. That game's at 3 o'clock at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Tomorrow, also quarterfinal action, Tularosa boys basketball as they take on Texaco at 8 a.m. at the Rio Rancho Event Center. Wow! Go Wildcats! There are 19 games for New Mexico softball today, including Hatch Valley at Ruidoso, Gadsden at Chaparral, and silver comes to Alamogordo. Go Lady Tigers! There are also 15 games for New Mexico baseball today, including Hot Springs at Ruidoso. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow. Winds will be gusting as high as 33 miles per hour. Your high today in the basin, 71, with a low tonight of 46, high tomorrow, 69 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies, winds gusting as high as 25 miles per hour today. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 37. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 45. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 48, low tonight of 33, high tomorrow, 46 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Hey, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.